Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. Today, we got a very interesting video. We are going past Mr. Ball. We're going to do a different one. This one is 6 disturbing videos from around the internet. We'll get right into this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And let's get right into this.
In this first video, an avid cave explorer on YouTube known by the channel name Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places is exploring an abandoned mine for the simple purpose of reviewing a flashlight. During the video,
That is hilarious. Why? There's other ways you can test a flashlight besides going into an abandoned mine. What the hell? There's way better ways to deal with that.
you can hear as the explorer goes into detail about the flashlight and demonstrates its use in the mine he's exploring. However, while talking to the camera about both the mine and the flashlight he's reviewing, the explorer hears what he first thinks to be wind blowing through the mine. Though many believe the audio sounds like a very disturbing whispering or talking sound.
Okay, this is a review and demonstration of the ThruNite TN12 handheld flashlight that you see here. Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm inside. The wind has kind of died down a little bit and it's not raining, so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove kind of, but anyway, you come down this little incline path and then big boulders here you have to climb over, and then the tunnel's right behind me this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here. And like I said, this light has 5 levels. I believe it's on medium right now, which is level 3. So this would be high, and this would be turbo, which is really bright. And then this is Firefly, which is hardly anything. And then that would be low, and then medium. Medium seems to be the best one. Not too bright, not too dim. And then you can see how big these timbers are. That's about almost a foot in diameter, the big cross timber. So
This looks like a scary place, a place I would not want to be filming anything, and I would rather just not film than doing this.
they had to put big ones in here to hold up all of this rock. You can see right here where some of these boards are bending. Do you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy.
That does sound like a whispering thing. I don't know what the whispering is. This is like a bunch of random mumble whispers.
Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird.
I can see why that would be weird, however, this next one I do know of. I can only tell what it is, I do know of it. So I'll let this one go on its own, and I'll talk about it at the end of it.
Next 2 videos come from the same exploring YouTube channel shown earlier. This time, however, the explorer visits an abandoned, supposedly haunted mine in Nevada known as Horton Mine. The first time he visits, he claims to feel negative energy coming from the mine, and what he witnesses goes to support his claim. However, with the popularity of the first visit, the YouTuber decides to visit the abandoned mine a second time, this time hearing something very disturbing. Here are both of those visits to the mine.
Okay, here's a lower.
Okay, so I don't know of a second one. The second one will be new to me. I know of the first one.
At the Victorine mine. I believe this was an older mine, that once they dug the upper tunnels, this got incorporated into the same claim or whatever. Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine. There's a little bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old, but yeah, water in a mine. I do see other footprints here in the mud, but I just don't think it's wise to go in here when there's water. Try to avoid this if I can. Yeah, this looks pretty sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel. Here's a shot looking back towards the entrance. I'm a little bit further in, and looking down the tunnel here.
Ooh.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back.
That is creepy. To have one chain just swinging like that. Oh no, that'd give me chills down my spine. I'd be running out of there. Running for my life. I don't want to do that at all.
There. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not. Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet, too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains swing. So time to get the hell out of here.
This is visit 2. So this is the one I have not seen before.
Okay, the Horton mine still has some water coming out of it. You can see it kind of pooled up here outside, and here's the portal. So let's go check this out. See if it's any drier than it was a year ago when I was last here. Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago, and that's how far I've come. Okay, here's a final parting shot of the end of the Horton Tunnel. And there's the ore pass with all the cascading water. And what the f*** is that?
Oh yeah, I be wondering that too. What the f is that noise? What the hell?
I don't know what that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air, and I'm getting out of here.
You're clearly moving fast to get out of there, dude. Jesus, you're moving as slow as can be, dude. Get out of there.
A man named Clem Schultz and his wife lived in Fairdale, Illinois during one of...
Man, I've seen this video so many times, but I get why they keep showing it. Because it's freaking disturbing, but man, this video is like hard to watch because I know what happens, but I like our thing because it's not the one audio I've recently listened to ever. Again, that's the one time. I'll let this video play in case people have not seen it before, but this is disturbing.
the most destructive tornadoes in the history of Fairdale. During the storm, Clem took a video from the top floor of his house as he saw the giant tornado get closer. Clem thought the tornado would miss his house, when in fact it was coming directly towards him, all while he was still recording. Unfortunately, Clem's wife would pass away because of the intensity of the tornado, while Clem would receive a terrible spine injury. The phone he took the video on was later discovered in the rubble of his home, and this is what the video was able to capture.
Seeing that tornado come towards the thing and him not knowing that that's going to come directly at him is scary as hell.
This next video shows a man exploring the Paris catacombs.
Oh, I know this one too. This is the last one. This is okay, so I'll let this go before I finish it, because I know of this one. I know what this is, so I'll let this one finish, then I'll give my opinion on the catacombs thing.
Which is a place very well known for causing people to get lost. They are essentially the most complex series of tunnels in the world. Definitely not somewhere you want to find yourself exploring without experience. The video shows this man getting lost and going into a full panic run as he doesn't know where to go to get out. The man was never found, but his camera later was, with no trace of the guy.
It's very bizarre. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. So basically, he's filming what he's seeing.
I know I said I'd let it finish, but my brain keeps going to talk, I'm going to talk. It's insane that a guy went this far down into a catacomb thing without really much of knowledge of where he was going. And he got himself lost. Like, don't do this part, don't do this. If you're going to go forcefully, make sure you are able to get in and out. Don't go far to the deep, so far you won't be able to make it back.
Very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of human bones. The catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace the itinerary to some extent. After about 4, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That video is an insane video. The thought in your head of what happened to this guy is very what gets your brain going. But thank you everybody for watching this. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment what you think down below. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.